Few things are certain in life. Life, death, taxes, and well, it might be time to add another one to that list. Juan Soto being a New York Met. Steve Cohen has been a man on a mission since becoming owner of the Met, especially when it comes to spending money. And when the dude literally says that owning the team is something that he doesn't care about making money from, it kind of starts to make sense.
You want a ring. How many years do you think it will take you to get there? How much will it cost?
Well, I don't care about the cost side. I mean, I think over time,
But do you think, don't think about this as philanthropic, do you?
I do.
You do?
That's why I bought the team. Okay, well, that's exactly why I bought the team. And you know, I said in my original press conference, if I can make millions of people happy, how cool is that? And so I actually view it as a civic responsibility. And now, listen, nobody wants to lose money forever and spend money and not have success. And to me, I deem success as not only winning the World Series, getting in the playoffs and winning the World Series. It's also developing like a deep farm system that creates talent over the years, over and over again.
Soto seems destined to stay in New York. But what if staying in New York doesn't necessarily mean staying in Yankees pinstripes? Before we get into this video, just wanted to ask you guys to like the video down below if you enjoy it. And if you continue to enjoy my content, consider subscribing so that we can reach 500 subscribers before the end of the year. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. It was reported by Jon Heyman on Saturday night that the Mets meeting with Juan Soto in California went great, leaving Cohen hopeful and optimistic with an apparent $660 million offer on the table that would be the highest contract without deferrals in MLB history if reports are true.
As we sit here today, I'd make the favorite the Mets because Steve Cohen is there. I think that they had a very good meeting. I think Soto probably believes long-term they're going to be in great shape. The roster doesn't look great right now. Certainly, someone might say, is that a come down? Is it a little bit less to go to the Mets from the Yankees? Certainly, you could make that case, and that may be a question. I don't know if it's a question in his mind or not. I think Yankees people will be a little surprised if he goes to the Mets because the Yankees are the Yankees. They do have the tradition. They have the history. They have a better roster. If he liked it there, is he really going to go to Queens? That would be their question. Me, if I had to pick a favorite right now, I might say Mets. Blue Jays also have the wherewithal to do it. I think they've got a good shot. Obviously, the Yankees have a good shot. And then I think the Red Sox, Dodgers, and Phillies all have a shot. Cannot rule any of them out.
Large contracts like Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer are finally off the books, and as a result, the Mets currently sit about $70 million below the first luxury tax threshold. But Steve Cohen and David Stern seem adamant to steamroll right past that again and much further. And Soto would just be the beginning of what would be a big offseason in Queens. Money is obviously a huge helping factor to bringing Soto to Queens, if/when it happens. But the Mets are positioned better than any other team currently to not only pay Soto, but accommodate his wants as a player even more so than the Yankees can currently, in my opinion. Soto seemed to love his time at Yankees pinstripes, so he could definitely just end up going back to the Bronx. But if the offer is much different than the Mets, why would he not just go with Cohen? How different? Well, if $660 was the Mets' opening offer to Soto, he could definitely push $700. Now, I get it. The Yankees have history and pride associated with them, and being in a lineup with Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton is nice and historical. But winning isn't a definite as it has been in the past for the Yankees, and Cohen wants to build a consistent winner, and he doesn't seem to care about how much money it costs them, ready to spend big after finally getting a taste of success last season. Soto was only the true star of a franchise once in his career, and that was after Anthony Rendon left the Nationals. I understand that he wouldn't be the sole franchise star with the MVP runner-up Francisco Lindor in the lineup, but his swagger and composure in big moments would make him a star in Queens. Also, I think everyone just needs to be reminded just how young Juan Soto is still. The dude just turned 26 in October and is already a well-seasoned MLB veteran with postseason hits under his belt, which is kinda insane if you think about it. Hell, guys like Bobby Witt Jr. are considered young stars of the game, and in every right are, but in Bobby's case, he's only a year and a half older than Juan Soto. Soto has every quality of a franchise-altering player on and off the field, while only being 26. And the 6 years of MLB playing experience that he already possesses is just a bonus, and further proves why this is such a unique chance for MLB teams to make a franchise-altering move. So in my opinion, Steve Cohen has no chance but to open up his purse and do whatever it takes to bring Juan Soto to Queens, even if it means severely outbidding Hale and the Yankees. The Mets' young core is finally starting to mature, and led by Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto for the next decade, could be a very dangerous team for pitchers to face, and very intriguing to Soto. And if New York is the selling point to Soto, the Mets also have the luxury to him as well. And I'm sure Steve Cohen wouldn't mind including one of his mansions for Soto to stay in either. Just a quick side note, Cohen has multiple insane mansions in New York. Just look at these houses. Just crazy, man. But it kind of makes sense for a man that can almost fully privately fund an $8 billion development just around Citi Field alone. Anyways, the Mets have everything that the Yankees can offer Juan Soto, who is seemingly their biggest competitor, and money will be no obstacle, with David Stern even saying they envision taking advantage of the large financial flexibility they have. And what better way to do that than to finally make a statement signing under Steve Cohen, who isn't already past their prime, and clearly is a winner whenever and wherever he's called upon. Soto is one of Scott Boras' biggest clients, especially when it comes to who is available on the open market soon, and he seems to want to cash in big as a result. I hate to beat a dead horse, but Boras has had problems getting contracts for his mid-tier clients, but Soto should and will be a different situation, as it is a bidding war that arguably both New York teams can't afford to lose, and ultimately I believe it will come down to the highest bidder at the end of the day. It just seems that the Mets and Soto are a match made in heaven, and the Yankees may be the victim of the whole situation, but if you ask any Mets fans, I'm sure they wouldn't care. Personally, I honestly believe that Juan Soto will end up as a New York Met, and all momentum is seemingly going that way, and in a way it would make great storylines for any future Subway series. Soto would be able to be an integral part of what the Mets are building alongside Lindor and guys like Venturos and Alonso. And if the Mets are able to capture the magic they had in the end of last season, but this time with Juan Soto in the lineup, they may just go all the way, which hurts me to say as a Phillies fan. But let me know in the comments down below where you think Juan Soto will end up and how much money he will get. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it down below for me to help me out. Otherwise, YouTube suggests you watch the video on screen now. I hope you have a great rest of your day. More content on the way soon, and I'll see you later. Peace.